So guys, hi, thank you for taking this meeting with me. I appreciate it. I just, I have an agenda here that I want to pass out to everyone.
Is there a reason we're filming this meeting?
Yeah, there is. They wanted to come, so I said, okay, let's film the meeting in case the interview sucks. You know, like, what happens if I script the interview? I just figure we keep it loose in the meeting.
Is there a reason why you're making us sit so close to you when we're at this huge table?
Well, I just figured it'd be, I could, you know, I just didn't want to scream at you guys from across the room. I could. Do you want to? Do you want to move?
Fine.
You can move further away. If
It's
I don't know
fine.
how you guys do meetings.
I was just curious.
It just seems weird.
How do you guys normally conduct a meeting?
Well,
I'm here to listen to that.
you know what? It's fine. It's not even worth talking about because I have a thing that I need to get to as soon as this is over.
Oh, okay. You serious? Because we have the interview after this.
As soon as the interview is over,
Right.
I have
Okay.
a thing.
Okay. So the first part of if you'll look at the agenda, if you don't mind. So obviously there's no board in here, so I was going to write the agenda on the board, but I can't do that, so scratch that off.
Oh, you want me to scratch it off?
Yeah,
All right.
if you could. I just don't want anyone to get confused.
You know what? I'm just going to look on at his, so I don't think I need to scratch it off.
Okay. So I screwed this part up because and I noticed this on the right over here that I had written, see how you guys are doing twice, but I wrote it in two different ways, so.
Oh, I see. Right. And so see how Michael and Michael are doing, and underneath it says, how are you doing, Michael and Michael?
Yep. So
All right.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Sorry.
That one I do want to scratch out. Is it scratch out both or just scratch out one?
Which one? I like the one with the question mark
Okay.
because it's more grammatically, like, see how you guys are doing is like a note to self. How are you guys doing is more agenda-like, you know, like, how are you guys doing? It's more like it's not like, I don't want it to be
I have a
scripted.
question. Can I ask you a question?
Not on the agenda, but I guess since we scratched it out, we're ahead of the plan. So let's go. Yeah, go for it.
These bullet points that you've got,
Yeah.
is this for the interview or is this for the pre-interview?
We were going to write the questions on the board that we're going to ask in the interview, but we're going to have to do it now on the page because we don't have a board
Okay.
in here.
So let's write the
cool.
questions. So you want us to write the questions down on the page then?
Well, I can write them, and you can write. Is that what you're asking? Did I address your concern about the bullet points, or?
Well, I guess it's... Yeah, let's move on.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
So you'll ask us how we're doing when we're actually doing the interview. That's
No.
what you're saying.
You'll ask us how we're doing during this meeting.
Yes.
Right now?
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
Should we crash that off?
Well, you didn't answer. You got.
Well, it doesn't say we should answer it. It just says you're going to ask it.
Oh. Okay. Do you guys want to answer? Because we're ahead of schedule, so now you can answer stuff.
I'm fine. I
Okay.
mean, like, I'm fine not to answer if it's not required.
Okay. That's fine. So here I had scheduled a break.
Okay.
Okay, break's over because you know what? Break didn't work out. I thought we'd talk about our personal lives a little bit. Like maybe you guys would ask me.
So
I
it
know
would be
who I am.
in your mind, it was to be a social break.
Yeah.
You should have said
Thought
that.
We were gonna. I didn't.
Because when I got the
I thought it was inferred.
when I got the pre-agenda email
Yeah.
about what was going to be on the agenda, it just said break. It didn't say social break.
Okay. Well,
Do you need to cancel your...
Yeah,
do you want to call?
probably should.
I think someone may have called.
Do you mind if I do that now?
Cancel the crown?
I'm not canceling the crown, but I have to delay the appointment.
Sure, go for it. I feel like that's appropriate. If you have a.
Hi. This is Michael Black. I have a appointment with Dr. Linsky right now. Yes. Yeah, I can't make it because I thought I was going to be on. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to be on a break, and it turns out it was just a social break.
Well, is there anybody I can talk to about that? I understand that, but I was under the impression that I was going to be able to make it, and I just found out now that I'm not. Uh-huh. All right. No, I'll just call my insurance company. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, thank you. They're charging me for...
You're good.
They're charging me for today because I wasn't able to come and they couldn't schedule another appointment.
You could probably expense it to Comedy Central. Let's get back to the meeting. We're gonna do a round robin here. I'm not sure that I used that. I don't know what, I just, it sounded like it made sense, so we'll do a round robin of what questions do Michael and Michael want to be asked. So, we'll start with Michael.
I'm sorry, I'm confused again. The round robin happens now on questions that we want to be asked at the interview.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is where you guys have to talk about what you want to be asked.
Okay.
So then you'll say like, I want to be asked this, and I'll either agree or disagree to ask it. Okay? You can start.
I guess, how's the show going?
Okay. I'll think about that one. Any question?
How did you come up with the idea of what was the process like writing the show?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Okay.
You gonna write these down?
Yeah. So after the break,
I'm not writing down your
okay.
questions.
Okay. Well, we were going to make a copy, so I'll make a copy, 2 copies of this, and now then 2 copies of this.
Okay.
I don't need a copy of that. If you're asking if it's just questions.
Okay. You don't need to prepare for them or anything.
I'd like a copy.
What was what did you want me to ask?
Tell us about the show.
Yep. What did you say again?
Process. What's
Yep.
the writing process?
Those are different questions.
What's the
Those are
creative?
totally
what's the
different.
creative
I'm sorry.
process like?
I'm sorry.
And it seems like one of those. It seems like the first question would lead naturally into the second question.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job. I'm just.
Writing process. Just
This
1
is-
second. I just.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
How does this new show compare to some of the other shows you've worked on? In terms of sensibility?
Like sensitivities or?
No, sensibility. How is this show?
What does that mean?
Comedically speaking, how is this show different than some of your other projects?
Right. Let me do this. Before we move on, let me recap
Okay.
the questions that I'm going to ask you in the interview.
Although, can I just say, and I think I'm speaking for Mike, we'd be happy to have you just ask the questions. I don't think we need to go over them.
I want you guys to make sure that I'm soliciting the information that you guys want me to solicit from you.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I think we were under the impression
Yes.
that this whole thing, including the agenda and the actual interview, would take up a lot less time than it's taking right now.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be difficult,
sure.
and I'd be I
Let's-
think
you know
you're
what?
a great guy, but it's just that we have other things to do.
Well, and typically you would just ask the questions and we would answer them, and that would be the interview. And there's no need at all for you to
have
run the questions by us or anything like that. You could just ask them and we'll answer them.
Okay. Great. So I'll just agree to ask you these when we do the interview. Do we all agree on these 3?
Sure.
Let me read them back to you. Tell us about the show, process, writing process, other projects.
But that's not really
Talk
a
about
question.
those things. So those 3 things will get discussed. Stella, you guys didn't do that.